What I'm going to walk you through today is actually one of the very first fundamental pieces of our entire Ignite method, which is the framework that I use in my business, that we use for our done for you clients, that I teach inside of my programs. And it's the very, very first step to really building your personal brand online in a way that connects and resonates with your ideal clients. This is also a very old marketing framework that the big brands, the ones that hire the agencies like myself, larger agencies, this is the kind of work that they actually do in order to make sure that their marketing is going to be relatable and really connect on a more emotional level with their customers, their clients, their followers, their audience. So what I'm going to share with you is, like I said, this has been a marketing framework for decades and decades and decades. In fact, more than that. So I'm going to actually give you a little bit of the history behind this. Okay. So brand archetypes, they're based on a philosophical theory developed by three different people. One was an Austrian neurologist, Sigmund Freud. Another one, a Swiss psychiatrist, Carl Jung, and an American writer, Joseph Campbell. And so around 1897, Sigmund Freud popularized the concept of the subconscious mind and wrote, humans act and are influenced by unconscious thoughts. Okay. And if you've never heard of this, go check out writings, transcriptions from The Interpretation of Dreams, which is by Sigmund Freud. Now, the second guy I mentioned, Carl Jung, he took that same concept and he developed the collective subconscious theory. And this was back in like 1916. And this theory is that humans are born not as blank slate, but actually as understanding and processing the world in 12 specific ways. These 12 ways are called archetypes. And then the third guy, Joseph Campbell, he melded these 12 universal archetypes with human experiences to create metaphors for storytelling. So storytelling is a big part of marketing, and now more than ever. That is how we connect with our audience on a real emotional level, okay? So this is a brand archetype wheel. On the outside are the 12 brand archetypes. Now, what I'm showing you is brand archetyped different representations based off of actual brands. But we are going to talk more about this as it can relate to you as a personal brand. But I still wanted to give you those examples because these are major brands that we probably can all recognize, right? Like we can recognize Hugo Boss, right? BBC, The North Face, Harley Davidson, IKEA, UNICEF, and so on and so forth. All right. So starting with what you want to do so that you can identify which is your brand archetype or brand archetypes. Remember, I don't want you to like square yourself in to just one of these. Okay. You may be in two, and personally I am, and I'm going to share which ones I'm in myself. But what you want to do is you want to start from the inside quadrant. Okay. That is the core of the brand archetype wheel. And then you're going to move outwards. Okay. So starting from the center, I want you to pin down the archetype or the archetypes that closely resemble or embody you on a human level. Okay. So starting from the inside where you see provide structure. So like inside here, inside there, inside here, leave a mark, connect with others. So here's how you want to identify which one of these best fits you as it relates to your business, to your offers, to your values, to your mission, and to your vision. Are you somebody that people come to help them provide structure? Are you somebody who people come to get a spiritual journey from? You know, somebody that's motivating? Are you somebody that people go to because they want you to empower them to leave a mark? Are you someone that people go to because they know that you connect with others and can help them connect with others? So which one or two of those best reflects who you are on a human level, but also connects you with your values, your business mission, and your vision? Okay, so start there. All right. So from there, looking at, for example, looking at providing structure. When you're providing structure, which of those three, so like here, here, or here, which of these three best represents you out of providing structure? Is it service? Is it ruler, meaning being in control? Or is it creator, being innovative? Okay, so identify one of those. And then for the leave a mark, you want to identify, are you more of like the hero where you have mastery in something, or you want to share mastery in something? Are you more about power, like showing how powerful you are? Or are you more about liberating? Okay. Same thing when it comes to leave a mark. So you want to look at those three and choose one. And then for the spiritual journey, you want to identify which of the three identifies better with you. Is it safety? Is it knowledge? Or is it freedom? And then once you guys have identified those, whatever you chose, like over here, your actual brand archetype is this. Okay, makes sense? So like over here, you chose liberation. So your actual brand archetype is going to be outlaw. Now that you guys have those, I'm going to give you actual definitions of what each of those means. And I'm also going to give you examples of real life people, personal brands that represent these different archetypes, as well as how you integrate your brand archetype into your messaging, and not just your messaging, but honestly, like everything that you do, your tone messaging, your colors, right? So if you look at the colors that are on here, these colors represent those brand archetypes as well. So if you are somebody that's looking to like rebrand yourself, you may want to pay attention to the colors that are actually a part of your brand archetype. So let's start with the caregiver, okay? The caregiver provides structure through service. So these brands care for and they protect others. They want to be seen as caring, nurturing, selfless, generous, and compassionate. Brands with a strong service culture that help people care for themselves and are in either healthcare or education, and often have the caregiver archetype as well. Okay, so the next one is outlaw. This one's fun because I feel like I'm an outlaw too. The outlaw archetype leaves its mark through liberation. These brands aren't afraid to break the rules and fight authority. The outlaw can be described as rebellious, wild, pioneering change, iconic, and an advocate for the disenfranchised. Okay, so these brands are questioning authority and may have combative rhetoric in their marketing message. They are disruptive in a shocking way. Traits are rebellious, disruptive, and radical. Okay, so the innocent archetype is motivated by freedom and finds paradise and safety. Brands with the innocent archetype are selling happiness. They want to make their audience happy. The innocent archetype wants to be seen as reliable, trustworthy, honest, moral, pure, and optimistic. Sometimes the innocent can be nostalgic. The innocent archetype is characterized by their positivity and honesty. So what I want you guys to think about is when you are showing up on social media, when you're writing your copy, even for your emails, even for when you're going live or doing video, for anything, I want you to think about how you are really connecting these brand archetypes that you chose with how you're putting yourself out there. So if you find that you are holding yourself back because you don't want people to really know who you are, I want you to stop that right now, like literally smash that, because this is going to be the best way that you're going to be able to connect with your ideal clients. And something that I've learned throughout the years, and this has been a journey for me, okay, just to be in full transparency, the more real and raw that you can be, those things that usually scare us to say out loud are usually the things that attract the most of our ideal clients. And so tap into that if you haven't yet, because it will make a huge, huge difference in how your business grows and how you scale it. I'm going to leave you with that. And I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of the week. And any other thoughts, just feel free to drop them down below. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.